A very good morning to one and all. Class 11th Commerce. Today we will discuss the stage 3 of formation of company. Stage 3 is capital subscription. Okay. Previously we have done the stage of promotion and secondly we have done stage of incorporation. Okay. So after getting the certificate of incorporation, the private company or any of the private companies get formulated, that means can start. Okay, and you can say formulated means they have made or done all the necessary requirements as per Companies Act 1956. So private companies get formulated, okay, and can commence means they can start their business activities. But a public limited company has to perform a third stage, okay, and then they can start or commence their business or business activities. Okay, so for a private company only first two steps are necessary to be done. Okay, that means promotion and incorporation. But public limited company has to perform a third stage, that is capital subscription stage. Okay, and after that they can get the certificate of commencement of business. Okay, commencement I have made you clear. Commencement means starting the business, but they have to procure, they have to get the certificate of commencement of business. Okay, before getting commencement of business certificate, they will have to do or perform this capital subscription stage. Okay, so there are 6 different steps which a public limited have to perform to get the capital subscription stage done. Okay, these 6 steps are written in front of you. SEBI approval. Okay, second is the prospectus or a statement in lieu of prospectus. Okay, they have to issue a prospectus or a statement in lieu of prospectus. All these points we will discuss. First you just note down that these 6 points or these 6 stages or steps are under capital subscription stage. Okay, third is they have to appoint the bankers, brokers and the underwriters, right? Then they have to fulfill the criteria of minimum subscription. Okay, then they have to apply to a particular stock exchange, that means they have to give application to a stock exchange. Okay, which stock exchange, where, okay, that we will discuss when we will discuss this point. Okay, and the last step is allotment of shares, okay, to the people, to the general public, those who have subscribed to the share capital of that particular company, those who have invested their money in the company, public limited company. Okay, so all these points, this stage and the fourth stage we are discussing in respect of public limited company, because private limited company need not to follow or perform third stage and fourth stage. Okay, let us discuss one by one. Okay, so first point we are discussing SEBI approval. Okay, what is SEBI? SEBI is, the full form is Security Exchange Board of India. Okay, Security Exchange Board of India. Okay, Securities Exchange Board of India is called is SEBI. What is that SEBI? SEBI is basically a regulatory body. Okay, a body or an association of group of companies or people made by the Indian government, okay, which is treated as a regulatory body. Regulatory body means any association which is meant for making rules and regulation and upliftment of all the players of the stock exchange. Okay, so it is the governing body, regulatory body, which controls the capital market. Okay, you have learned and heard about stock exchanges and all the other financial institutions comes under the capital market. Okay, so SEBI is a regulatory body, okay, which controls the capital market of India to protect the interest of investors, those who are investing the money. Okay, so the public limited companies must submit all the relevant information with the SEBI before issuing its securities in the capital market. Okay, so that means before advertising, okay, or before issuing, you can say, before issuing the capital, okay, or issuing the shares. Securities means shares, debentures, bonds. Okay, for this time period you just understand securities means shares, debentures and bonds. Okay, we will discuss these things in the coming sessions, or you can say in coming chapters. What are shares, what are debentures, how they are different from bonds. Okay, so securities in the capital market, so they have to submit all the required and relevant information with SEBI before issuing its securities in the capital market, right? Companies should not hide any material fact from SEBI, okay, relating to its capital formation or company formation. They should not hide anything from the SEBI. Otherwise, what will happen? Their registration can be cancelled. Okay, according to the guidelines for disclosure and Investor Protection Act 2000. Okay, so there is an act to protect the interest, okay, of the investors, okay, benefits of the investors. This is called Guidelines for Disclosure and Protection of Investor Interest, okay, Act 2000, right? So what we had discussed under SEBI approval, not only the full form, but SEBI is a regulatory body, number one. Okay, please write down, okay, you note down somewhere, which controls the capital market of the country India, okay, and protects the interest of the investors. Okay, it is mandatory for a public company, it is compulsory for a public company that they must submit all the relevant information with SEBI before issuing its securities in the capital market. Okay, otherwise what will happen? Their registration will be cancelled if they will not disclose all the material fact to SEBI, right? This is point number one, right? Then second is prospectus. Or a statement in lieu of prospectus. What is this? Prospectus. Basically, prospectus is a document which is treated as an invitation. It is an invitation to the general public to subscribe the capital of a particular public company which is coming in the market or which is existing in the market. Okay, so that general public can purchase the shares. It is a kind of formal invitation to the general public. Okay, so a public company has to prepare another important document called prospectus, right? It is a circular, or you can say it is an invitation issued to invite the general public for subscribing the shares of the company, right? This document has to be deposited with the registrar. Okay, that after making that document, printing that document, okay, the first copy of it should be submitted to the registrar of the company. That this is the prospectus. Prospectus basically contains it is not only the invitation, it basically contains all the activities and information of the company. That this is the company, the name of the company is this, okay, which we are going to launch or which is already existing in the market. Okay, the activities of this particular company are following. Okay, this is the dimension, this is the registered office, these are the activities, these are the things which we use to produce, this is the capital which we are going to start with. Okay, and many things, all the information you can say regarding the company. Okay, basically it is an invitation to the general public to subscribe the shares of the company, right? And this document has to be deposited to the registrar of the company, right? Then we have to discuss the third stage, appointment of bankers, brokers and underwriters, right? Now you have to understand the meaning of bankers, brokers and underwriters. The promoters of the company, the directors of the company have to appoint the bankers, brokers for the company. Okay, one, bankers, second, brokers, okay, and the underwriters, three people, three group of people. Okay, that means to receive and deposit the application money. Okay, when the general public will apply for the shares from the public company, then they will basically deposit their application fees in the form of a bank draft. Okay, to be paid to the company's name. Okay, so that particular company must be having a current account in any particular bank. So bankers must be there to receive, or a bank account must be there with a bank, authorized bank. Okay, so that that bank or the bankers can receive the application money and further money from the applicants or the shareholders of the company. Okay, so to receive and deposit the application money, bankers are appointed. Okay, one. Then who are brokers? To sell the shares, brokers are appointed. Brokers are basically stock brokers. Okay, brokers are people, those who are agents of the company, those who work on behalf of company, as well as they are the representatives of the stock exchanges. So stock brokers you can say, okay, or company agents who will sell the shares. Okay, brokers are needed. So these brokers are appointed. They encourage, what is their work? Their work is to encourage public to buy the shares, and for that particular purpose they charge commission. Okay, so they are commission agents or commission brokers. Okay, for that particular work, right? So their commission is called brokerage. Okay, their commission is called brokerage. Right? They charge from the company as well as from the public also who wants to subscribe the shares of the company. If the company is not sure of selling, please listen it very carefully, because we are going to discuss the underwriters. Okay, then who are underwriters? Okay, one, you understood, the bankers who will deposit the money from the investors in the form of application money. Brokers are the agents of the company, stock brokers, who will charge commission, who will encourage the general public, okay, to subscribe the shares of the company, to purchase the shares of the company. Okay, in lieu or in that respect, they will charge a commission from the company as well as from the public who are subscribing the shares. So that is called brokerage. Now, who are underwriters? Okay, suppose if the company is not sure of selling the whole lot of shares, okay, they are not sure that these shares will be brought by the general public, we will be able to sell them through the agents. Okay, so what they used to do in the safe hand, okay, for creating a safer side, they used to appoint underwriters. Okay, the underwriters or this particular underwriter can be a single person, okay, individual, can be a group of individuals, can be bankers, any bank, okay, can be group of another companies, okay, group of people, financial institutions who are guaranteeing the upcoming company that in the way if these shares will not be purchased by the general public in that stipulated time, then underwriters are giving the guarantee to purchase the same on their own behalf. Okay, for that they used to charge a commission, and that commission is called underwriting commission or underwriters commission. Okay, so let us discuss it again. So if the company is not sure of selling the whole lot of share, it may appoint underwriters. I'm clear? Okay, they underwrite the shares and charge commission for the same. They take the guarantee. They underwrite means they take the guarantee that in case if the lot will not be purchased by the general public, we will purchase it. Okay, so company is now sure that even if the general public will not purchase the share, the underwriter will pay the amount of shares and the capital will be fulfilled. Okay, now we will discuss the fourth stage, that is minimum subscription. Okay, first we will discuss all the points, and then for your further, you can say, notice, I'll write all these things and will give it to you in the form of text. Okay, so to make sure that the company does not have shortage of funds, it is made compulsory that company must receive applications for some minimum number of shares. This is called minimum subscription. Okay, many companies come, they register themselves, but because of the shortage of fund, because public is not having full faith on this upcoming company or the existing company. Okay, so they fail to generate enough cash to start the business. In that respect, the company fails in the future. Okay, so to avoid this circumstance, avoid this situation of failure of the companies on the part of shortage of fund, Companies Act has created it compulsory that this much minimum amount should be raised by the company whenever they are issuing a prospectus. Okay, so basically, to make sure that the company does not have shortage of funds, it is made compulsory that company must receive application for some minimum number of shares, and this is called minimum subscription. Okay, for a public company or public limited company, okay, it is there that a public company cannot make allotment of shares unless a minimum subscription is received. Okay, as per the rules of SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India. Okay, a company must receive 90% of the issued amount within 120 days of issue of prospectus. 90% of total capital within time is this amount is this 90% of capital and amount is time is 120 days. What I am saying, that a company must receive 90% of the issued amount within 120 days of issuing the prospectus. Okay, let us take one example. Suppose if a company plans to issue 10,000 shares of 10 rupees each, total means 1 lakh rupees. Okay, then it must receive applications for minimum 9,000 shares, that means 90% of 10,000 before allotment. Okay, before allotting means giving the approval to the shareholders, right? In case the minimum subscription is not received, then what will happen? Then the company must send back or return the application within the next 10 days. That means 130 days from the issue of prospectus. Okay, return time plus 10 days, that is 130 days from issue of prospectus, from issue of prospectus, right? So I think I am clear on this. Okay, let me repeat the whole thing. Okay, to make sure that the company does not have shortage of funds, it is made compulsory from Companies Act, or you can say SEBI has declared that application for some minimum number of shares must be procured, must be received. This is called minimum subscription, right? For a public company, okay, a public company cannot make allotment of shares unless a minimum subscription of 90% of the total issued capital within 120 days of issue of prospectus is received. Okay, right? 120 days is allotted. That means this is the date when you are issuing the prospectus, okay, right? And from that very day till 120 days, okay, including that day of advertisement. What within 120 days, the 90% of the total capital, total issued capital, they must receive the amount, okay. Otherwise they will have to return the same within next 10 days time, okay. So return time is plus 10 days, that means 130 days from issue of prospectus, right? Clear? Now let us see the fifth point, okay. So after minimum subscription, now the subscription is received, suppose. Now what they have to do, they will have to apply to a particular stock exchange, okay. So this is called application to stock exchange, okay, application to stock exchange. That means this company have to apply for a particular stock exchange where the share dealing will be done after the issue or before the issue, okay. So a firm must get itself listed, okay, in a stock exchange before selling its securities to the general public. So that means before allotment of shares, they should apply to a particular stock exchange. The company may apply in any of the recognized stock exchanges to get the permission. Okay, there are altogether 22 stock exchanges in India. The stock exchange authorities, okay, the authorities of the stock exchange verify the financial soundness, okay, they verify the financial position of the company and other aspects of the company, and if they are satisfied, then the name of the company is listed in their stock exchange. They write the name of that company in the list of their stock exchange, okay. If a firm does not get permission from a stock exchange within 10 weeks from the date of closure of subscription, okay, then the allotment will become void, okay, that means invalid, and the money received from the applicants must be returned, right? I think I'm clear on this. Fine. That means a company have to list themselves in any of the stock exchange. Stock exchange give the permission, okay, after verifying their financial position and some other things, okay, other aspects of the company, then they give the permission to the firm or the company, okay, after writing their name in the stock exchange list. If this is not done by the company, if the permission is not guaranteed by the stock exchange, then 10 days from the closure of subscription, okay, this day plus 10 weeks. This day is when the advertisement is issued, okay, and 10 weeks from there, okay, right? So after 10th week, if that permission is not granted, then after 10th week they will have to return back the money to the people, those who have given the share allotment or share application money, right? Then 6th point is allotment of shares. What does it mean? Okay, so after getting themselves listed in the stock exchange, the allotment is done. Okay, allotment, or you can say return on allotment. Okay, that means return of allotment is a statement, okay, giving details about the names, addresses of the shareholders. The company has to submit a return of allotment with the registrar, stating the names, addresses and the number of shares allotted to each shareholder. Okay, that means providing or giving number of shares to the shareholders. Okay, and they have to prepare a statement, return of allotment, mentioning the names of the shareholders, their addresses and the number of shares each shareholder is subscribed. This list have to be submitted to the registrar of the company. Okay, so this is called allotment of shares, right? So these are the 6 points. I hope you have understood. Once again, repeat the session, listen it again, okay, note down the points which we have discussed, okay, and if you are having any question query relating to this particular stage, you are always free to make a comment, okay, write to me so that I can solve your queries and give solutions to your questions, right? Till then, goodbye and take care. In the next session, we will discuss the last stage, that is called commencement of business. Thank you. Have a nice day.